Greeting out there and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So here we are back with the series we're running for the month of November called My Favorite Albums from the Year 1979. And today's is album number 11. But just give you a little brief explanation. So what we're doing is I'm picking 30 albums from the month of November, my 30 favorite albums for the month of November, and just ranking them according to how I like them. There's no albums here that are doubles. Like you're not getting any more than one album per band, except for in one case there's 2 albums for one artist. That's it. Everybody else is getting one. It's not hard to do by the late 1970s, most bands were putting out one album, if they were even doing that. So, so we're going to talk about this album, which comes out. It's day number 11, or 11 to go, number 11. Van Halen 2. So, this album's a little bit overshadowed by Van Halen 1, but still a really good album. This came out in, I believe it was April of 79. I may be wrong about that. April of 79 on the Warner Brothers label. So it has some killer tracks on here. It's a very solid album. You're No Good and Dance the Night Away, of course, are covers from other artists, both. And I'll be honest, I didn't really like this album when I first seen it. I do like the cover, and I like the back cover quite a bit, but I didn't really like that because they seem to be doing quite a bit of covers that I didn't care for. But I grew to like this album. Somebody Get Me a Doctor, killer track. I love that track. It's one of my favorites now. Bottoms Up is great. Out of Love, Light Up the Sky, both really heavy. Spanish Fly, this incredible guitar talents of Eddie Van Halen showing off here. DOA, another good one. Woman in Love, and then of course, the most famous, probably the biggest song on the album, Beautiful Girls. Some people like this track a lot, others can't stand it. I tend to be in the like a lot. It's one of those tracks that really got me into Van Halen. I like the riffing guitar here, so good, and David Lee Roth showing off his abilities to sing these kind of songs up and down and display a lot of emotion to his tracks. And I know that in recent memories they've talked about how difficult it was to get the sound of his voice on Van Halen albums very well, but I've never had a problem with any of his vocals, especially on this album, which I think is quite good. So over time, all the Van Halen albums have become quite loved by me. This one was maybe the last one to get there, but still such a good. Even the 2 songs that I didn't really like initially, Dance the Night Away and You're No Good, I think are both good tracks as well. This is them firing on all cylinders. They're just pompous, upfront, wild, crazy guys. Really, the epitome of rock bands, no doubt about it. I love their logo on this too. It's just a killer. This is the first time you really get to see it up close. It's such a well put together logo, I think. So yeah, just a fantastic album. I find the sound on this is very good as well. Maybe a little bit better than the predecessor. The songs maybe not quite as good, but the sound is really good. I think this is a fantastic. And this, of course, was produced by Ted Templeton, so of course it's going to be good. Yeah, so day number 11, Van Halen, number 2, Van Halen 2. Does it actually say 2 on this? Yeah, it does in the corner. I thought it did, but I just couldn't remember. So yeah, fantastic album. Please give it a listen to if you haven't. Easy listening to. It's just so good, so catchy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video for the series. If you did, please hit the like and the subscription and hit the bell so you don't miss any comments about the album itself, the band, myself, the channel, anything you want to put in. You can put them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can. So take care and have yourself a great day, and we will see you tomorrow for another album from my series that we're running, my favorite rock albums from 1979. Take care.